Marinate.
This your boy The Star. You now tuned in to the Drinks and Draw Fours podcast.
Yo, this is Carter. You got it locked in to Drinks and Draw Fours.
Yes, sir. It's your boy Keys Ali, and you got it locked into another episode of Drinks and Draw Fours.
You mentioned DJ Kaz. I love DJ Kaz beats. Try to get a DJ Kaz beat.
Kaz high.
Yeah, he's high. Valet off that Jeezy.
Yeah,
That's
shit. So
that's DJ Kaz.
They high.
That's DJ Kaz.
I'm still mad at you.
I got them. I might rap on that motherfucker. Valet. That shit was hard as fuck.
That shit should have been at least 3-4 minutes, bro.
He got
that shit hard as fuck.
He got
Nipsey Hussle, Keys to the City.
Yeah, Keys to the City.
Oh, he did that shit?
Yes.
Yeah. I had that beat for everybody,
nigga. You remember me telling you? I said, yo,
City,
it's a guy that that's a producer that I knew from back in the day.
Yeah, you told me. Yeah.
That's who I was talking about. I was trying to get him and Shada on the link up to do a project and shit together. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get him to do some beats for the intros for our podcast. Because the beats is just amazing.
You think he be taxing? Like,
no, yeah, okay. Because I mean, he do so much major shit.
Yeah.
oh, I mean, I understand
why. I mean, you can leave shit and shit. Like, I done got so many niggas cash beats like for a better price. Like, just because.
And he cool guy too. I mean, from the conversations
he
I've
is.
had with him, cool.
Where he moved out now? Like, he's not local.
He in Charleston. He just moved back. He was in the A for a while.
Okay.
But see, him and Jeezy got a whole album together.
Damn.
The problem is when you like a major artist, they have so many hard drives. The album is separated on a bunch of different hard drives, and you just got a lazy motherfucker who don't want to do the aspect. It was gonna be called rider music. Like I went to Jeezy studio, Trap It Out Here. I knew Jeezy when he had Astro, man. So like, you know what I mean? He was just doing the same shit we was doing. He just had a little bit more money behind it, wrapped his van, and out here grinding these CDs. You know, that's the era I came from, like where you really had to go hand in hand. You had to go.
I love that shit, bro. Because
like,
rush to me.
I'll go out with my wife now, and you know what I'm saying? She be like, you know everybody. I be like, cause nigga, I done been out here in these trenches hand in hand. Like,
talking to
you
people.
know what I mean?
That's
clubs, you know what I mean? And
you had to be like yourself. Like I think on the internet when you talking to people,
you don't know who you dealing with.
You don't know who you dealing with. When you meet somebody in the street, you talk to him, you get a vibe or a feel like this guy's a good energy. I want to deal with him. I don't want to deal with him. But when it comes like it was difficult. It's a difficult changeover, I guess, in the sense of like it's the same hustle online. It's just that you don't. There's so many weirdos. I mean, I can't think of another word for it. It's so many weirdos. Like, man, I want to work with this guy, but man, he looked at you could post. You gonna post the pictures that you want to post, but when I see you, your imperfections, I'm gonna see them shits.
Yeah,
like I was telling you earlier, a girl had shown me that little Facetune app where she had took a picture, and I was looking.
Oh yeah,
I'm looking regular as fuck. And she was like, she had a nigga looking like I was a supermodel. I'm like, man, get that shit the fuck out of my phone. I don't want to go. That's the devil, nigga. That's demon. That's magic, nigga. I don't want to do that shit.
A lot of the world don't want to be who they really are.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And they don't even realize who they really are. Dope. A lot of them, who you really are, is dope. Like, have you ever been around some? This the thing. As you get older, you get out of this shit, but you start to kind of mimic who you're around a lot. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The way they talk, like the phrases they use. So I think sometimes like folks are just want to be accepted so bad they think they gotta be a certain way to fit in, but like. If you know them on a personal level, you be like, God damn, this nigga don't act like that for real. But like, nigga, be that nigga, because that nigga is cool as a motherfucker. I don't know who the fuck you are right now.
Like you said, people catch that wave of whatever's going on right now, and they'll just ride it, and that's who they are. They change their whole look, their whole style, and that's the difference between mimicking what you're around and picking up what you're around and bettering yourself. I think some people, it's a thin line between the two, but some people confuse it and some people bleed those lines. Cause I know some people that I grew up with personally where they may be doing the same exact shit we did in 2010, 11, 12, and around that period of time. It's just like, man, I enjoyed that life. I enjoyed doing that, but now it's time for me to invest. It's time for me to grow up. And some people find an issue with it. Yeah, some people may find an issue with progression by saying, nah, you changed, or you just hanging around with white folks, or you just doing this, that, and the third, so now you want to be different. So I think it's a very thin line, but people, you have to look at the difference between the two. You know, it's not just that you're mimicking or that you're being like someone. It may just be that that's who you are, and now you've tapped into it, and it's a greater being of you. Yeah, that's how I look at it.
Yeah, like I say, a good evolution.
Yeah, that's how I was thinking too.
But let's jump into this album, man. You said it took you 4 days.
Yeah,
to write it and record it.
That's how you know the beats are hard. Like you know what I mean? When you hear it and you go, because a lot of times I've had many beats where I done had them for years, and I may not hear it until year 4. Like, sometimes like then you can bring somebody else in, they hit something to it immediately. Like it's just how it works. Cause on the new project, I got a song with Gordo. The beat we rapped on, like nigga Cash made that beat. I swear, probably like 2013.
And it go right now.
But the shit hard, and like that's what he heard. He's like, oh no, we gotta rap to this shit. So I was like, man, go toss a hook on it, and he put it together. And I was like, okay, yeah, I fucks with this now. Like, and I had that beat forever, but couldn't cook to it. Had verses, hundreds of verses to it, but just couldn't catch that hook. And he came right in and grabbed it like lightning and took off with it.
It might have hit him harder in a different way. He
Exactly.
that quick. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's hard.
So some of the records that stand out, because I listened to it a couple times, and I was like, man, it's my favorite record. Then I go another listen.
You like the length of it? Do you think projects should stay around that length?
That's what I want to hear.
How many records was it?
I think 11.
11. That's what I said.
My thing is the length and also the timing of a track. Like one of my favorite tracks, I like the What's on Your Mind. I like Trap. Trap, for example, it's 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes plus, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people are putting out these like 3-minute songs. And I understand they making them for radio, I guess you would say, but you don't get to get the whole feel of the production and the bars.
Sometimes the breakdown beat towards the end of the beat.
Yeah, it's just like
Everything like 2.5 minutes now.
Yeah, I'm like, especially 6ix9ine record. 6ix9ine record 2:30, it's over. It's over. It's like a hook. A verse, a hook.
I'm from the Master P era. Like, nigga, you getting 23 records, nigga, and they all 4 minutes apiece. Like,
I love it, bro. I'm telling you, like, in this project, I know it's like, I was like, yo, he letting you hear him, but he's also letting you hear.
I like Trap though. Trap one of my favorite songs.
Trap one of my favorite songs. But
I'm thinking about shooting a video to that. I really
Are
was.
you gonna make more longer projects going forward, or you gonna keep 10, 11 records? Like how you feel like you?
Most of my projects usually 17, 16, 17, between 16 and 18 is how I used to roll.
Okay.
Like in the real industry, you only get paid for what, 11.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to be at 15, even if you had a
That's
solid 12
yeah.
and 3 bonus. I think 15 is like because with me, like the good music, the Good Fridays, the 7,
Yeah.
like Daytona was hard, but just imagine if Daytona had like 4 more songs.
I feel you.
what do you think about the
4 more
Nas
songs.
one that they put out?
I love
That shit was
record,
trash.
man. I like that shit.
He even said it was trash.
I still like
I read
that
somewhere
shit
he was
was
like,
trash.
yeah,
it was weird or something.
yeah, it was a weird experience. for him.
Nas still got the flow, but like to me, like I don't think he's good on slow beats.
True.
I mean, I've never been a fan of Nas.
See, my son's named after Nas, so like Nas is my favorite rapper.
Okay.
A lot more artists are putting out longer projects.
But I like older Nas.
Yeah.
Older Nas, you know what I mean? Like I gave you power, like you know what I mean? Like
It is written and shit.
that Nas. To me, sometimes I think money satisfies your hunger.
Got him,
You
man.
feel me?
Depends on what you're
Illmatic.
going for.
It was written because the transition.
It was
from,
short projects though.
Yeah, the transition from Illmatic to it was written like he wasn't as financially. He didn't have the money he thought he was supposed to have. So like it's a hunger there, like because if this shit don't work, what I'm gonna do? So I feel like you get the better music once you comfortable, your kids straight, you taking care of people.
Liam now make longer.
To me, it become a job
I feel
when he started doing music because he loved it. Like it's a job now because I done created houses I got to pay mortgages on. Like you may not think about it. Outkast put out albums with gaps. That's what I miss. The gap because it was out.
Longest, like,
Yeah, 3 years. You wait 2 to 3 years for an album, and I think that's why the albums were better.
Yeah.
Because in that 2 to 3 years, they probably could cut 80 records,
True.
and then pick
and choose from
the
whatever
best
they want,
ones. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I just think everything with that microwave era, man, you're just not getting the quality of music. So that's really why I like the 3-verse songs.
And I
like
think
it.
longer projects satisfy. It kind of digs that microwave era because I'm giving you 24, 25 records on one
But
song.
it has to
They
be
last
good
longer.
But
records.
see, he didn't like the Wiz.
Yeah, Wiz. It has to be.
Okay.
It's
records.
growing on me.
Wiz
Okay,
is
I listen
too
to it,
fucking
like-
long, and it's not.
It's growing on
like,
me.
okay,
I
so
found
like-
some records I like.
I like Rae
Smoke,
Sremmurd shit.
man. That might,
Yeah.
it might be
Yeah.
what it is. The
Yeah.
How about Rae
connection
Sremmurd
there.
shit?
But-
that was 20 something.
That was way too
I
long.
love that shit.
I still ain't made it through it.
But look though, it's 3 albums, so you ain't gotta just digest.
Yeah, I still ain't made it through it all.
Sway Lee
I
shit.
still ain't finished Sway Lee whole
But-
shit.
Sway Lee shit hard.
I still
Oh,
ain't
Sway
finished
Lee, I heard
Lee.
this shit was the
That
hardest.
shit hard.
Nah, man.
That shit hard.
Nah,
You
man.
fuck with
It's
Slim
Slim
Jimmy
Slim Jimmy shit hard
You
as
like
fuck.
that ratchet
That
shit,
Slim
man.
Jimmy shit is.
But
I play
to
the
me,
Slim
that
Jimmy.
Sway Lee sound does kind of get. It just starts
You
to
in a
wear on you.
relationship, right?
Yeah,
Okay, that's
I mean,
why.
not you could be riding that motherfucker
Nah,
chilling.
man,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you, but to me, after I done heard about the 15 minutes of that shit, it's just like I need something else.
Talking about Slim Jimmy shit, right?
Nah, I'm talking about
Sway Lee?
Sway shit?
Sway Lee.
Okay.
I love this shit. I
I know it's
that's the
dope,
best
but I'm
music
just
to me
saying,
right
like, I can't listen to like that whole project at one time. Like,
I only listen to the Slim. If I'm with a chick, I might throw on the one where they both on it. But I have not finished that Sway Lee from top to bottom yet. And I listen to that shit on a daily basis, bro.
At least once a week, bro.
It's a vibe. But going back to your album with Trap, and if I'm completely wrong, tell me I'm completely wrong. But the way I digest music is, I like music with a story or a purpose that I can like, okay, he said this, I relate this back to this, and whenever I get this feeling, I'm playing this song. So songs like Trap, like when I first hit play on your album and I heard the line about Tip, I never knew that about you, and I was just like, damn, like, cause you said a line in the Work for Hire. That's my favorite project. I know I keep bringing it up. That's my favorite project of yours. You said a line, if I think track 2 or 3, and Chuck T chopped it up and said it 100 million times. I'm not Lil Rue. Don't ask me about it. So I never knew. I always said, like, why the fuck Trap didn't get a situation? Like, in my mind, I was like, he deserved this shit more than Rue.
Had one.
Like,
we had one. I'm gonna tell you what happened. We had one. Where I went wrong is I brought management in a little. When I brought management in, and the manager's good people, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, he the one that does the AEBL down in Atlanta, the basketball league.
Hold on, Devo?
Nah, Ja.
Ja. That's how I know him. I know him through the person house that we're recording at. Remember I told you Logan got a friend that do the basketball league with celebrities and shit?
Yeah.
That's him.
So Ja was managing me at the time, but he was managing me, Just Nice, and Stat.
Just Nice, the teddy bear hoodie I used to wear all the time.
Yeah, so he was managing all us, and I ain't really privy to him and Charlamagne's conversation other than what both parties tell me they told each other. But I don't want to be messy, but it just basically, okay, to make it simple, there's a deal for X amount of dollars, and the deal might have actually been X amount of dollars.
Okay.
So at the time, with me being so heavy in the streets, I said, I'm going to fall back from everybody. Fuck this shit. You know what I mean? Like, it really ain't that big of a deal. I don't know who lying, so I'm going to just fall back. So I just decided, fuck it, I'm just going to do this extra grind shit right now. So now we running around mobbing, doing the open mics and shit. We just extra grinding at this point. We ain't even throwing up stupid dope moves at the time. And that was my mistake. Like, I probably should have. I mean, me and Charlamagne have a conversation, but like, it was never no fuck you, no this, that, and the third. It was just like, I don't fuck with your man.
That's that.
And I'm riding with Ja, you know what I'm saying? Because like, I talked to him more than I talked to Charlamagne. Like, now Charlamagne is in Philly at this point. So now he back working. So before, me and Charlamagne talking every day, probably like hour, 2 hours a day at different points in the day. Now we probably talk twice a week.
How often y'all talk now? Like, y'all still communicating?
I talk to him, what's today? Saturday? What, Tuesday?
Okay.
Anytime some shit going on, I'll hit him up, just, check the temperature, see what's going on.
Gotcha.
But he's not really focusing on music right now because he's got the gray area coming out.
On HBO? Showtime or HBO?
HBO.
So, I can't wait for that shit.
So the conversation
that man's amazing
that we have is, whatever you need, let me know. But he's just not doing music. You see what I'm saying? So, and for 2, the question I always have to answer is like, why that nigga won't post that shit? Because I don't want him to. That's what we got into the issue when the SC to Texas and shit was coming up, because it skews the numbers. You know what I mean? You get a quick spike and shit goes downhill. So the organicness of how I want to build,
it can build on its own.
I don't want the crutch. You know what I mean? It was a crutch for me before, because if Charlamagne tweets something out, I'm finna get 15, 20,000 downloads, and if I was in it for the money, ain't no money in streaming, so it's no big deal for him not to do it. And now with the avenues that he's chasing, he can't really be affiliated with no nigga that's been selling weed his whole life. You know what I mean? Just like
a little bit.
But anytime I pull up, party, anything, it's all good. If I need a feature, I need to make a call, I need to holler at the people at Empire, I could just, Charlotte, put this bug in the wind for me. So my thing personally is just, I want to get this cultivated on my own, where it's organic, like that cold type of following. Because I'm trying to work the college markets as well, because
that's where a lot of the heat come from. A lot of these,
like the shit that you find out about, you find out on the roots. Because the best music is something we ain't neither one of us at this table heard currently right now. Like, it's probably the coldest shit until we hear it we don't know nothing about
You
it.
know who the internet is? The group, the internet?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
how I heard about
motherfuckers is
it.
cold.
I told you, bro. I
I heard their album is fire.
Them motherfuckers is cold.
I didn't check that out yet.
Have you heard the old shit, Ego Death?
The ego death shit is
I ain't even heard that. I just been seeing them.
Chick a couple years ago. She's like, you ever heard of the internet? I'm like,
Yeah,
what
upstate.
the fuck is you talking about?
I thought it was one person at
I'm like,
first.
what are you talking
Were you at upstate?
I don't know where I was at. I was like,
I'm just curious.
what the fuck you talking about?
What's wrong with Upstate?
Man, we put out that Drinks and Draw 4. I haven't talked to you. We put out the Drinks and Draw 4s last week, and we had a whole little spot about upstate chicks. And I put like a little bit of it in the last episode and just yesterday. Oh, that's where I know you from. I blocked the hell out of Shorty. the hell out of, I was like, I do not want to go back to upstate. Hey,
Oh man, must have been going digital out
I
there.
never want to go.
You know, I done had some bad times.
The fact of the matter, when we did that interview, it was a guy that went to upstate. He was like, I know y'all niggas, but I don't know where I know y'all from. Then once the conversation went, that's why I know y'all niggas, bro. I ain't go up there. It was Big Cuz up there. And then when I heard Big Cuz up there, I was like, shit, I was
I done had some
goddamn.
bad times.
I'm a tiptoe up there. I ain't never running into him, but I knew like where you at.
Late night shit.
Yeah,
1 in the morning. Where you at?
But you remember when the weekend was the weekend? Like, nigga, you couldn't wait for Friday?
Yeah,
Like, nigga,
yeah.
we finna bar hop. We finna
finna
pregame
something.
at the cheap bar. We finna show up at the club. Like, nigga,
Had time on like.
nigga, you hit somewhere like a Shams or Casablanca, get some cheap drinks, and then you
Nah.
fall in.
Yeah.
That way you gotta buy but one more drink.
Yeah, to get where
You
you
and
need
your
to be.
level.
Going through that.
Yeah,
Get you over there.
you right there. You right
Y'all
there.
niggas ain't finna $8 me to death. I'm good.
Them downtown, them shit used to kill our fucking
Boy,
pockets for no fucking
Nigga, I
reason.
pregame everywhere I go, nigga. I'm gonna be drunk.
I used to keep out shit in the car, bro, to be real. My little middle concert.
Now I'm scared of that shit.
I'm saying that shit now.
I didn't.
Scared. I've always been
Shit
scared of
now.
that shit.
I'm scared of that shit now.
Boy,
bro.
I ride with anything except some damn alcohol.
Bruh.
Nigga, I ride with a brick tomorrow. But what's the alcohol? What's the alcohol?
Bro, cause remember it was a time where we was downtown Duke,
Yeah.
and man, we got so fucked up off them high ass drinks. We was going down a one way the wrong way, and we was so drunk. We to this day we still make a joke about it, cause a car was coming toward us, and we instead of thinking pull out the way, we pop because it had like an Explorer, was it Expedition, the sunroof. So every person is out a window in the sunroof. It was a 2 Chainz song, guy. Going down one way the wrong way. We screaming this shit out the window, screaming out 2 lanes while a car coming right at us, bro. We was fucking. I was like, bro, I never do this shit again.
Yeah, do y'all remember what Club Caliente used to be at?
Hell yeah.
Man, it took me 2 hours to go from Club Caliente to Pelham Road when I used to live on the Old Ridge.
Oh,
I
Lord.
was fucked up, bro. I had to be going about 20 miles an hour.
I drive better when I'm drunk.
Sometimes it,
Nigga, my
it
chick,
depends on how drunk I
my
am.
chicks
dog.
would, boy, she would salute me the next day. She, I don't know how you pull that shit off. Like, nigga, I
got
pulls
Uber
that
on
shit
speed
off.
down there. I'm not
Nigga, I
driving.
drove back from Columbia, fucked up.
How, bro? It was at night though, process.
I think I get a bull and a box of Black and Miles
You good?
and roll the window, crack the window. I'm good,
I might use your method one day,
good.
cause
I'm
I
taking
And
word
if you
for
really fucked up, get a 5 hour. Cause
Yeah.
that'll hit you immediately. Like that 5 hour, like
keep you up.
I used to
it hit you.
I used to drink the 5 because I was living in Jacksonville and my kids was here, so I had to work down in Jacksonville all week and come home on the weekend.
Yeah.
them fucking 5 hours will put you
Remember, you used to
all
tell
the
me.
way until
Yeah.
you get to like it's a 5.5, 6 hour drive from here to Jacksonville. The last hour I start, but nigga, I'm
Yeah.
in Jacksonville. I can pull over anywhere now, nigga. At least I made it down here.
Them
But,
drives
man,
used to be treacherous.
them
bro.
shits used to the rain.
Yeah.
They be pouring motherfucking rain. I check the weather and be like, all right, what time I gotta leave? I got through Savannah.
Yeah.
I said I got to Columbia, Savannah, then I'm there. And I check that shit. If it's raining, I'm leaving early.
Early,
God.
yep.
I'm leaving early. I ain't even finna deal with
How
that
you
shit.
differentiate the long drive? I pick albums.
I pick
I
podcasts.
pick podcasts.
Yeah, I do podcasts when I'm tired, and that's backwards as hell. Because most
I
people,
can't do it.
most,
That shit
most,
put me
most
down.
people say to put you to
That
sleep,
shit put
but
me
it
down.
don't.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of Joe Budden podcasts. I go back to like the first beginning of the episodes. That's what keep me up because I be like trying to listen to at that era, whatever album they talking about. I be like trying to listen to the hot
One
takes, whatever.
podcast that I goddamn miss, bro, is Taxstone.
Yeah,
I miss Taxstone.
tax shit was fire.
Cause that's what I did. You told me about Taxstone.
It was a gangster podcast.
Yeah.
It was a gangster, but
One
just as far as the
podcast-
unfiltered of it.
I used to listen to the Brilliant Idiots, with Charlamagne and
Yep.
Andrew Schultz. But Andrew Schultz be so fucking
Wow.
left field with that
He be
shit
wilding
sometimes.
too much for me, man.
I like Drew.
It's good content, but he just be so out of
I
there.
like
with
He
this
be
shit
wild.
sometimes.
He be going too left for me, bro. That shit kept me up a couple times.
Y'all listen to his comedy album?
Who that?
His comedy album 551.
Nah,
I seen it on the shit. But
That shit funny. That shit me and my old lady listen. That shit funny.
Have you ever been Andrew Schultz before?
Yeah, that shit is funny.
I tried, man. He be
Waiting on him
saying
to get
shit.
closer down here so I can pull up.
I feel you.
But yeah,
He be out of there sometime with that shit though, bro.
Man.
Like,
do.
but his conversation be good though.
It
Him
do
and
be-
Charlamagne
it do be a
interaction
great
and
conversation.
shit, good.
You got good banner,
Yeah.
and when you're looking at demographics, like I tell people all the time, you just gotta look at how to win.
I feel you.
How to win.
I like how you
What
said
demographics you. Because you gotta look what you're trying to hit. You know what I mean? A lot of times niggas just shooting ain't looking. Like
Well,
you gotta
marketing
look
trying
what
to
you're trying to
fuck
hit.
with it, yeah.
You have to figure out a demographic.
I
Like,
got you. And stick with
you
it too.
can come out of that demographic later, but you need to concentrate your efforts towards one demographic initially, so that you can get your traction going, and then you should start generating some income to filter out to the other ones.
Got you.
It makes sense. Going back to your album, we keep going away from it, but the trap record, man, what I liked about it so much, it kind of was a response back to what you said in the first record when you were saying you had the situation with T.I. and you didn't, some shit happened, you couldn't get to make it, but you said I'm still gonna grind. And trap was just that, like that. To me, it was just that record. Like if shit ain't working out, nigga, you know what you gotta do. You know, you brought down the. I ain't no big drug dealer, so I might say this completely fucking wrong. But you brought down the ounces and how much you gonna make, how much you gonna flip back. Like, you was just hitting every part of it. I'm like, damn. Like I was going through it. And at first, I was like, what's on your mind? Favorite record? And then trap, I was like, nah, trap it, bro. Because when shit get rough, like even though it may have been aimed at like a drug reference per se,
Man, I feel like I was rapping on that motherfucker.
you can listen to it and put that shit in any situation that you in. And you was like, damn, that's I've added that shit to my playlist.
That's the first song I wrote.
Okay.
That's the first song I wrote.
That
Was
shit,
trap.
That shit
Was trap. Because to be honest with you, just sometimes shit, nigga, you been out here on your own. You know,
gotta
life
get it,
fucked
bro.
up, nigga.
You just gotta get it.
You gotta make ends meet sometimes. Nigga, I got 4 kids, so sometimes you gotta make a move. Like
just the melody of it, Butler on the beat, the ball. It's just the ball. Everything just worked.
Yeah, I was rapping
like,
on that
the
motherfucker.
shit just worked out perfect for me. That was one of my favorite tracks. But going back to what's on your mind, like I heard it, I was like, yeah, this.
I wish I could sold that bitch to Drake. That nigga need that shit.
That nigga need that shit.
That nigga need that shit. That nigga rapped on a Cash beat.
I was like,
with
yeah.
Mano.
He did?
Yeah, it just never came out.
I needed that.
Who that?
Drake.
Cass is amazing, bro. Cass, I'm just Keys of the City and Valet. You should understand.
Somebody Keys to the City of Nipsey shit now,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Those two just
Okay.
it's a tip of
That's
it.
one of my favorite records out there.
That's
Nipsey.
boy.
I heard a bunch of his shit when I was running around with Ryan and what they call themselves FGM. You remember when we had the show
Ryan.
JR15.
with JR? JR can fucking rap.
He back.
Yes.
He back around here. Yeah, I was bumping to at the gas station. He made his daddy.
Is he back rapping though?
He said he finna get back at it.
Yes, nigga.
That little nigga was nice.
That little nigga is.
I took him to Grand Hustle.
nice.
He recorded down there. That nigga was.
What that song? He had this song. I think I played it for you. The Starbucks cup. What's in that Starbucks cup? That's when niggas was sipping lean hard as fuck. They had that shit literally in the Starbucks cup. Ryan opened up
had it.
Ryan opened up my eyes.
That was
to
first
the
nigga.
whole-
That's first nigga to put me on that lean. They had it,
They
nigga.
had it. Remember when I was drinking that shit like crazy?
Yeah.
And this nigga was 16, just like rapping his ass off. Like
Crazy.
We used to get
Who
fucked
would
up
you
and
compare?
just
Like,
sit.
what kind of style? What kind of
T.I. I say T.I. every time, bro. But he was, to me, I feel like he was better. But his mind.
but he didn't sound like T.I.
Nah,
You could tell like them was like his favorite
You could tell
artist.
his favorite, yeah. His bounce, his flow. And it was more or less like, we used to sit back and just say, boy, rap. And I'd be like, damn, you were fucking amazing, bro. Like it was like he needed to see more life.
The only thing with him was he's an introvert. That's the only thing that hurt
Keep to
him.
himself and
Yeah,
shit.
he's just an
Quiet.
introvert.
Yeah.
If he had an outgoing personality, like
Yeah.
that nigga have been on.
Yeah, he'd been
Like,
on,
he'd have
bro.
been on if he had an
I'll play
outgoing
you some
personality.
I hosted a mixtape for JR.
Because he done seen a lot of shit. Like his dad was a big time dope boy. You know what I'm saying? So he done seen like a lot of
People around
shit.
here.
Fountain Inn, Easley. You know his daddy from Easley, but I think he lived in Fountain Inn when I was fucking with him.
He got to start back rapping.
Damn,
He
I
got
gotta
to,
hear
bro.
some of this shit.
We didn't heard a lot. Me and you done heard a lot of different artists and shit that we been fucking with, bro. JR started back rapping, bro. I promise you.
I don't want to put the 15 on that shit. He was just going by JR. I was like, nigga, you gotta be JR 15, nigga. AR 15, JR 15.
Yeah,
like, nigga, you gotta be.
JR's the truth. But another record that was on the Elevate Up, like I could tell like where you was going with the record, but in my personal life currently, just knowing like thinking about death and things like that, it's just like, nigga, you said it. I just want my elevator. When I die, I just want my shit to go up. Like,
and that's crazy that it came out before like Triple X got shot or anything. Like, you know what I mean? But
that shit does go back to that.
I
just wanted to go. No matter what the fuck I done did in my life, because you was shouting out different homies, and I could tell just by that. Like, you weren't telling the story of them, but just by the names and the way that you said it, like your tone of saying it, you just knew like this person was extra important. You could tell like almost what part of they like your part of your life that they was in, and I was just like filling in the names of people that I knew. Like, you know, like you listen to songs, you kind of like remix them and shit. I was saying my own nigga that like this shit fit perfectly, bro. They elevate up, man. This the hook, the thought process behind it, the concept behind the song. It just hit. It just stayed. And like, I haven't figured out how to do that yet. Apple Music, you can like play with the tracks and make them play the way you want to play them and stuff.
Just to go to the next up, you just go to your list.
Apple Music. How to do that shit.
Yeah, you can align them.
Music, you scroll it up.
When you hit the three dots, you can just add it up next. You just because I do that when I get in the shower. Like when I got my, you know what I mean? I line them into songs. I want to get in the shower.
I put on one of my. I picked What's on Your Mind, Trap, Elevate Up, and the intro on like a playlist of its own. I was like, I love the album. But I need these in this moment, like the grind moment when I gotta go to work a little bit long. Like I said, you may be talking about this type of grind, but the thing I like about your music is I can incorporate it to my life. Yeah. So I'm not touching no bricks, no pound. I'm not touching none of that shit. Even with the work for hire, it's like I'm not doing this, but I can my music grind, my podcast grind, my father grind. You know, like everything I have to do. His song still match it. He might be.
Oh yeah.
That's
what the music is for, because you know you grew up listening to Juvenile. It took you to New Orleans. You felt like you was in the NO. So like I was trying to create
50. He took me to
New York. Yeah, like I was trying to create like that South Carolina vibe. Like nigga, if you come to South Carolina, that's what it is. Like
never been in New York a day of my fucking life.
Yeah, but you
shit, I swear
Dipset. You feel like you from Harlem. You know what I mean? You know you done been to Queensbridge at least once between Mob and goddamn Nas. Like, so I was just trying to create that South Carolina moment for like a nigga, because I like to travel. I like to give my CDs to random people, because that's how it's gonna really go somewhere. When I go to the open mics, people are like, why you ain't giving the artists no CDs? Like, nigga, they artists. Like, I'm giving it to the motherfucker who don't rap.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they going to listen. It's 50-50. Out of town is always your best listener, because it's literally a 50-50 shot. It's either hot or it ain't. Around town, you might have went to school with a nigga, and you might have talked to a girl that he liked.
Yeah, he's still holding on to that shit.
And he holding on to that shit. And this nigga done wrote you off just by your cover, you know what I mean, and ain't even read the book. Like, so when you out of town, it's just legitimately your talent. I either like your shit or I don't. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like to just give my shit to random people. Like, when we used to sell CDs, nigga, we would just get off the highway and just go somewhere. Like, pull off and go to Applebee's. Let me see if I can whip off 10 of these for the 5.
So many too much.
I mean, I whipped off a 30. Like, nigga, we've been at Applebee's an hour and a half. Like, just in Applebee's, I whipped people, off. Bro. Yeah, like,
meeting people is amazing.
And some people you will bump into, they don't even listen to rap, and they be like, nigga, here go $20. I'm buying 4. Why don't you give 4 people a free one? And I would be like, okay, that's dope. And I would literally get that 4 out to like the next few people to go in, or if I bump into kids, I would just let them have the CDs, because when we was pressing up, like, it was only a few niggas that rap. It was only a few. So I remember being in the food court in the Haywood Mall, and kids coming up to me and my little cousin Vino, Free Vino, came up to us in the food court, and they was like, you trapping Vince? Like, my big cousin be playing y'all music, like, and I was like, God damn, like, that make you feel real good. You be like, God damn, that shit really is moving around. So, that was my thing. I just wanted to try and create a South Carolina vibe for the listener, because I get a lot of out-of-town listens. When you get them breakdowns from Spotify, Apple Music, it's Japan, Africa. So I try not to. I just don't want to sound like nobody.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
One artist that you, one artist I fuck with back in the day that you may not fuck with, like you say that you can listen and then take it to a certain region or place. I don't know if you ever fuck with Obi Trice back in the day.
Nigga,
yeah.
Dog, Obi Trice was my nigga.
I thought Obi was out of here,
Obi
nigga.
Was nice, bro.
I thought that nigga was gonna be like.
Obi
Trice was supposed to have the Big Sean. He was supposed to have the Big Sean type career.
Niggas shit on Obi so much, bro.
Cheers was the album.
Cheers
was the album.
What,
I remember that shit.
Obi
shit you got it.
Fire, nigga. See, I used to work at BJ Music.
Okay, yeah.
So, nigga, I used to have all the music, like. Niggas, I used to make niggas CDs, like, Cause I would have like all the dope shit, like, cause Randy, the motherfucker that owned that motherfucker, you get advanced copies and shit like that. He would just give them to us, cause he ain't listen to rap music. He's a white guy. So yeah, man, we had all that. I remember we had Beanie Siegel, The Truth, nigga. I had 30 count boxes of that shit just riding around because Def Jam was wanting you to scan them for a penny for first week.
Oh, okay.
So see, they would sit like when Jay say y'all sell the records, we buy them back. Or somebody said that lyric, but they were really doing that shit.
Oh, wow.
You get like 300 pieces of Beanie Siegel, and over the course of 7 days, you got to scan them all out at a penny. So say you come in and you want to buy the new Master P, nigga, we scan the Beanie Siegel and put it in the bag with it, and it seemed like Beanie got a sale when he really didn't. So the numbers were skewed.
Inflated.
Yeah,
Inflated.
numbers were skewed.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
My mom, whether she know it or not, she inadvertently put me on comment, bro, because I wanted that Cassidy CD, the I'm a Hustler.
Yeah.
I said, Mom, give me that for me. So I got you. She came back with Common B. I don't remember the album B by Common.
Oh yeah.
I was like, yo, this what the fuck? I said, this shit hard as fuck. Bro. I went back and bought that Cassidy, but
Went back and got what I
I
wanted.
that Cassidy, but
Common nice.
Yeah, Common nice as fuck, bro.
Y'all like lyrics though, or I think you more like the vibe of the record.
That's him that like the vibe of the record.
Okay,
Right?
so
I like the
you
bars.
checking
lyrics
the ball.
too. I got my artists I go to.
He put me on more shit like Sway Lee and them. Like I wasn't fucking with them.
Gotcha.
I was like, man, I'm not listening to that
I like
shit.
Gunna.
Like Gunna. Like I ain't fuck with him at
I
all.
ain't never heard a Gunna song.
I wasn't
I see
fucking
you.
with him
I
at
see
all.
you.
And he was just like, cuz.
I never
He
heard of
knew.
Gunna. Now I heard him on the YG Friday.
Yeah.
I did him.
I
on
went
that.
straight to that record. And then on his album, I went straight to the Starlito record.
But see, all that shit sound the same to me.
It's a sound.
He do got a sound. He do got a
Him,
similar
Thug,
sound.
Future, it's just like,
You fuck with Future?
yeah, I like Future.
You fuck with Thug though? That's what I want to know.
Yeah,
I got on Thug late, man.
I fuck with Thug.
You fuck now.
I
You
fuck
fuck
with
Uzi?
Thug, but like I don't listen to them niggas. Like I like to hear them on other people's shit. Like,
Collab did a
yeah,
collab track.
I got my
yeah.
certain artists I go to just for strictly lyrics. I go to Jay for lyrics. I go to Kendrick for lyrics. I go to Cole for lyrics.
Do you go to Joe Budden for lyrics?
I listen to Joe. Dog, you.
Nigga Joe.
Yeah, like I don't
nice.
fuck with. I fuck with Joe back when he was with Triangle Offense back in the day.
Joe was
With
nice.
goddamn Paul Kane,
Paul
and
Kane,
Fab, and
Fab.
DJ Cool. I
Nigga
fuck
Joe
with Joe back
Budden is
then, bro.
nice. Nigga
I've
Joe.
been fucking.
But I mean, he don't rap no more, so
Yeah.
I played the last album like his first week, bro.
Joe was nice.
I played that last
You
album
know
like his
this
first
media
week.
bag.
Nigga, I still listen to 10 Minutes.
It's a Joe record.
That is a hard song. That's on his first album. That
That's
shit
the
is
first
literally
album.
10 albums long. It's him smoking a cigarette and just goddamn spitting.
This
Rapping.
rapping. Just
Sure.
rapping.
Yeah, he talking about like some real shit. Like
Yeah.
that shit is hard as a
For
motherfucker.
the first album, bro. You wouldn't even known about that record because they was pushing all that. I think Pump
Pump
Up.
It Up,
They was pushing all that
Fire.
around that time.
Yeah.
So you want it's one of them B sides that you'll get to it if you listen to the whole album.
Okay.
He
But
got
see,
some shit.
Joe, I think Joe was just kind of early because he was kind
He
of
got
early.
him to the internet too.
He is probably that artist
Yeah.
to have had media in his shit. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
From like day one. Because remember, OK Player used to have a little forum or whatever you could go on.
Yeah.
Because see, like I be telling my kids, they be laughing at me and shit because they on the internet all day, and I be like, nigga, all we had was AOL Instant Messenger. Nigga. You know what I mean?
Like,
That's all we had. You know, there wasn't too many websites. You know what I'm saying? So all you could do is just chat with the same motherfuckers you left from school with, or
Yeah.
you meet some motherfuckers out of town through somebody else or in a big group chat.
shit.
I be in school, allhiphop.com.
Yeah. SOHH, yeah.
Shit like
Chilling.
that.
I
Yeah.
remember being on that site. And I was like, nigga, I love that shit. Like, cause like, nigga, I
here.
go to this shit every day. Like,
RealTalkNY.net. all
nigga
this
feel like he
shit,
made it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
this shit
so media takeout ever since Fred died. This shit's been trash.
Hey, I ain't been on that in a very
I ain't
long
been
time.
on years, damn near.
Hip Hop DX.
Oh, World Star. I ain't been on Hip Hop DX. That was
Yeah.
another big
I ain't been on World Star in like a very.
I visit them every day.
With that World Star?
Yeah, I still go to media takeout every day.
It's a lot of stuff on there. You got
and I know it's bullshit, but I'm just like,
Fuck with now? Shade Room, I guess? Is
I don't.
that the same
Is that a
thing?
website? They have an actual site. I just thought
Everybody
I always
knows
see it on
Instagram.
IG.
On IG.
Yeah,
I thought it was just Instagram.
I might go to Bossip.
I remember Bossa too.
I use Reddit. That's the farthest I think I go.
Reddit was just crazy to me.
I go to High School Hip Hop
Because it's
still.
threaded. Like,
Yeah,
you have to really know what the fuck you doing to be on
Yeah, you
Reddit.
do. You
But
got-
you can find some shit.
Some shit where
Boy,
you
some
find
shit.
tips to life, like the mixing shit, anything, clothing, video games, music, because people just be talking.
You gotta have an ear to mix, though.
Yeah, you
You gotta have an ear to mix.
You
Like,
do.
I know niggas that went to Full Sail and all and still can't mix worth a
Still
fuck. Because if you don't have the ear,
You just ain't got it.
you can have all the knowledge in the world. You should be a consultant to a nigga that has the ear.
Ear.
Like, it takes an ear. And being down at Grand Hustle, working with like Rae C, who done like a Grammy Award winning mixer. My guy Rail was his understudy, and I learned from like watching them because I like the aspect of putting it together. If you gotta had a 4-track and you know as much as you had to do to get that shit to sound decent, you get into the love of sound quality and how shit sound. And I done learned so much shit since I mixed that project. I be wanting to remix that shit every day and just re-upload it like Kanye them. Because I'm like, damn, I learned some shit now. Like, I was trying to fight this and that, but like, just the intricacy of mixing some shit.
Figuring shit out.
If you can just be patient, like, once you learn how to do that shit, like, that shit is fun.
I think I was telling you that. I was like, man, just learning how to just mix our own podcast. Just like, bruh, this shit sound good, but I sent you like 4 mixes because I kept going.
Going back.
Like, I think now you getting it though. Now you rolling with it.
I was like, yo, check this one out. And I think before you even got the first one done, nah.
I got so deep. I know what each part of your voice is on the spectrum, from the 0 all the way up to 10K. I know where your voice is. I know how to find it. I know how to go up and down on it.
Wow,
because your mid, it's just literally numbers. Your mid range is between 35 and about 6K. That's your mid range. Once you find it, and your Q band, how much you got it going. See, a lot of niggas will close it in. The only time you really want to close it in tight is if you're trying to take something out.
Okay,
and you need to be taken out from around about 200 to 400. The low end, that's where you got to find what's muddy, squash it down, and drop it low.
That's why
and it'll clean shit up.
That's why I think Travis shit sound like that. Because Mike Dean
mixing the fuck out of that shit.
Is an animal. Bro.
That's what fucked the Nas up to me because I didn't think the Nas was mixed.
Okay, yeah.
It just didn't sound like a Mike.
Because they pushing shit and that Travis shit.
I feel like it, nigga.
They come out to the
because
Friday night.
Y'all trying to rush a date. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like motherfuckers probably flew in that Monday. They worked on all them records from Monday to damn Wednesday night. Yeah. And they put a rush mix on it and. That's what took it to Saturday, damn near. Yeah, then Jay-Z fall right behind you and fucking kill your whole momentum.
Your whole fucking momentum, bro.
Yeah.
Rihanna artist sound.
Take this shot real quick.
Yeah. The mix is important. You gotta hear what you want to hear. But in the aspect of iTunes, Spotify, they're gonna smash that shit anyway.
What you mean?
Unless you pay the extra.
What you mean, like?
Oh yeah, the high quality
mixing,
the high def quality. Okay. Damn.
You gonna pay for $1 million mix. When they upload it, they gonna smash that shit down to fit their format so that it'll play faster. For one, so it won't buffer.
It takes away from the quality of the sound though.
That's why.
Yep.
I wonder why I was paying for hi-fi on Tidal.
Cause
I was like, bro, you're not gonna hear the songs the same way if you don't play for the hi-fi. And I was like, what you mean? And then I paid for it and I ain't went back.
On Tidal?
On Tidal, yeah.
I got it free through Sprint, but I was like, I'm gonna keep it though.
What you listen to more so? Like, what app do you stream off of? Apple Music. Okay, I'm the same way. I got Tidal through
Apple Music. I got them all. Apple Music, Spotify.
I ain't never touched Spotify.
I touch you not.
Spotify is cool when you pay for it, but when you just got the free version, like that shit's pretty trash. Because to me, it seems like you keep bypassing certain records. I heard this twice already. You ain't even took me to that yet.
It put a record on shuffle. It put an album on shuffle. Oh, okay. So you don't hear it in no particular order.
But we got hustled as artists though with this streaming shit. It's the exact same thing as the CD. Exact same thing. Remember the CDs? What, 18 cents, something like that, somewhere in that range. And with the streaming, you under a penny. I didn't even know you could be under a penny. I thought the penny was the smallest damn amount of it.
How many streams equal one
Yeah, I was going to ask you as an artist.
1,500?
1,500? It's 1,500 stream equals one.
Not streams, 1,500 purchases equals one unit. So streams.
Oh, whoa. So
I thought it was per stream.
I have to buy your song 1,500 times for you to be taking that selling it one time?
Yeah, when it goes towards Billboard count.
What?
It's 1,500.
Because if you go,
but you still gonna get the .001 whatever it is. Yeah. You'll still get that each time that shit streamed. But it's 90 days behind. I cashed out I think about $500 probably like a month ago. I cashed out about $500 on OG Star Project. Left a little bit in there. But, most of mine came out pre-sale. I did a lot of pre-sale.
That's good. Shit. That lets you know that the fan base is there for that.
Yeah, because I'm good for between 2,000 and 5,000 listens. Like when you had to send the motherfuckers. What shocked me was when I had to send motherfuckers to Mediafire. I think that was me and might have been Curious George, did a little side project that people were actually downloading it. Because like you had Android, Apple was popping at the time. You can't download anything on a fucking Apple phone just because of the way it's set up. so that they won't ever get sued. But
I
Android,
downloads, what I use.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So yeah, unless you know the workarounds,
Yeah.
but motherfuckers were actually downloading. And I'm looking at the numbers every day. I'm like, okay, so that let me know I got like a little base. Now it's just cultivating the base and growing it. And I think well, artists are going wrong. We're not getting publicists.
What you mean by that?
You need a publicist.
Like
Because
deal or just like
publicists.
okay.
Because like the sites we were naming that we all go to, the publicist should already had a relationship there. If you think about it, me and you trying to go to that site, we just one of many. Because everybody, I'm sure, wants to be on that site. But a publicist is getting paid.
Say, hey, yo.
So she's created a relationship behind closed doors with the person that curates that site.
Gotcha.
So if you pay the publicist, that's why I say knowing who to pay.
Right. Okay.
When I was in Atlanta, I was just paying everybody because I was fucking hustling. You spend as fast as you get it. I don't give a fuck. Like I pay you $400, like here go your $400. Knowing who to pay. So you paying a publicist probably $2,000 for a good 6-month run.
That plug you where you need to be.
You're gonna get on them sites. You know what I mean? Hip Hop DS, the Gathering Room, all that shit right there. The Smoking Gun, like with the Power Wall. Like I was on all them sites. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers got SC the Texas YouTube videos that I definitely didn't fucking authorize. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just putting pictures up or shit and just making a video. So having a publicist, I think, is where Scully that's probably his next step. You need a publicist because most artists here get frustrated because you only get the ball up the hill before the ball rolls back down on you and crush you. Because I don't want to call it jealousy. I won't say ego. As far as just
That's
other
what kill a lot of motherfuckers.
yeah, I say ego because just because you doing the clubs and you popping right now, another nigga gonna be popping next year. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you're saying.
And if you take that personally and come at said nigga who becomes popping, now you see where the conflict comes in instead of. I just think SC artists need to work together more.
Yeah.
Because everybody got motherfuckers that fuck with them. If we come together, collaborate a little bit, like right now, if we had a Killerville, shout out to Frank Keen and all them niggas that used to put them Killervilles together. I was on K2. But if we had a Killerville right now with all the hot artists and put a tour behind it with social media power, I think shit would start popping because you got a lot of people who genuinely want to see South Carolina niggas win, and then you got a lot of niggas who just like, man, fuck them niggas, man, they ain't such and such. I'd rather hear that Future, that Migos, like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because they probably want to rap.
One dude out South Carolina that I've been seeing like everywhere, like just catching a lot of heat, like Zach from Columbia.
Yeah,
I'm hearing like a lot of his shit everywhere, bro. I forget what artist was that posted this shit. It wasn't. I can't remember right now, man, but I know
he did something with Filthy
artist.
Rich. I seen on World
Might
Star
have been
about
World.
2 days ago. Filthy Rich featuring Black Zach.
Yeah.
I ain't
his
looked
music,
at it
though.
yet.
I like his music though.
I do.
I like
It sound kind of Atlanta to me.
Yeah, that's
all I was about to say,
that's
too.
what it was.
Sound
You
kinda Atlanta to
first
me.
told me to check them out. I was like, man, this sound like Atlanta, and no knock to Atlanta, but I'm like, man, we not from down there. Like,
Yeah, I
I
mean-
want you to sound like here. I want to be able to listen to your record and you name a hood or name a place, and I be like, haha. Like, I like that part of it.
But see, like you, I mean,
NGYL.
NG,
Yeah,
Big Bad dropped a song Friday
I
actually.
ain't seen
Man.
nothing from him.
think he signed 21.
He doing shit with 21. I want him and Dex. What's the Dex guy name?
Famous Dex?
Famous Dex. He in the studio with him too. I want him to stay away from 21 simply because of that. That the comparison could be there, and I hate it.
I got a record I'm trying to sell 21. I thought about giving it to him.
I
thought about giving it to him. I think it'll be the one for him if he get it.
What, NG?
I don't know
Yeah.
what he needs.
If I give NG this, he don't have a record. If I give him this record,
bruh,
I think it will
He
be
was
what he
300,
need.
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I thought he would.
But that's
fuck with
the
Thug more
only
heavy.
thing that scares me with him being on 300. I don't want to waste the record because really I thought I had Ross in mind when I initially did it.
Okay.
You know what I
That shit don't
mean?
sound crazy.
But Cass was like, no, you should just re-record it, slow it down, and send it to Key for 21. But I've been so busy
He
trying
do
to
sound
finish
like 21.
it. Yeah.
I ain't never thought about it like that.
And
bro.
I ain't, but
what I'm saying?
Scully
I
sound like
played-
Moneybag to me.
Who that?
Jesus,
Scully sound like Moneybag to me.
He's saying this shit. I be wanting to say it, but I don't want to
And
come off
that's
as
not
like
being a hater. And that's not being a
That's why
hater.
I've never said it. Anytime we do
Would you rather sound like Moneybag Yo or fucking Moneybag Mike around the corner?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
You're right,
so
you're right.
so it's not coming from a place of hating because he may be a Moneybag Yo fan.
See,
That's
that's
what
why.
about Shorty that he fuck with Rennie Rucci.
That's my dog.
Okay.
Nigga, go watch Instagram. I got about 6 pictures with Rennie.
That's what's up. Okay.
Rennie is fucking stupid dope moves heavy, like back in that day.
Though.
Yeah, Rennie is the homie. Hopefully I'm gonna come back next weekend to the weekend after to fuck with her when she come up here to Sky Lounge. But anytime I go to her show, she pull me straight in the VIP. Yeah, Rennie's the homie.
She signed with
D300 too.
She 300 too.
A QC.
I think
say
Wolfpack.
QC. Huh?
I think Q getting ready to do his own thing. I meant P, not Q. P getting ready to do his own thing with that Wolfpack shit. So
I want her to make it. I want Bad to make it. I want Nick Grant to make it. I want these guys.
Nick Grant just straight bars, bro.
I think for Nick Grant,
bars, dog.
as long as he stays,
JR is better than Nick Grant to me.
I haven't heard it. I'm hearing what y'all saying. I gotta hear.
I wouldn't say that.
He gotta.
I wouldn't give him that. Nick Grant is a beast. JR beast too, but Nick Grant is more polished.
See, that's
with the flow. He's more polished with the flow.
JR gotta be just a little bit more.
Is he with Grand Hustle or he's with Jason Jeter, like management wise?
Just Jason Jeter management. Jason Jeter and Tip ain't like that no more.
Oh, they don't fuck each other no more?
I mean, they don't have no beef.
I
ain't know that.
I can't go with Tip right now, bro.
What you mean?
Some of his moves been making me feel like, what the fuck?
What you mean? Like, explain what you're saying. Like, just shit
like,
tiny or just what?
That shit. Like, I feel like
I ain't gonna really get into the tiny part of it because I mean that's somebody married, so I'm gonna lay off.
But even with his social,
to me, what did we say about 30 minutes ago? With your money satisfies your hunger.
Yeah, the music
and he ain't on the same drugs no more. So I think a lot of that character was from the drug. You know what I'm saying? Can you go back to that? Do it. What you? That nigga was. I ain't dry snitching, but my man was on. He was in the zone. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to smoke blunts with Tips. So like niggas in the zone.
That T.I. versus T.I.P. That wasn't a good album to me, bro.
But I loved it because I was there, like when it happened. So
my two, like I caught the trap music and I'm serious. But my two, King, and Paper Trail. Niggas don't like Paper Trail.
I like Paper Trail.
I
like Paper Trail, but he should have stayed in that lane.
Paper Trail had the song.
That lane, that was the crossover album to me.
Crossover, and it worked. Like
King was social acceptance. King was a social acceptance album, right. And like you said, Paper Trail was the crossover, right? Because you had the big stars on the songs with you. Those are the type of records Tip probably should make because he keeps trying to recapture that Dope Boys and
Paper Trail's when he was going that Shawty Low too.
Yeah,
he had the diss record that was on there. Yeah, and shit. Like,
but sometimes people react better in a beef. And I think T.I. is one of them people. Like a beef brings the best out of him.
Ain't nobody gonna try him right now.
Because he's so nice. When you've been so nice for so long, the shit just become easy. And I don't think the process is the same. I don't think he makes records the same way he made them today is when he made them probably from Urban Legend on.
For real, that nigga co-signed early. He said that's the Jay-Z of the South. He said that on I'm Serious. Like,
but see, man, what's so
crazy
is
feel that way though. That's the thing.
Do I think he's still the king of the South?
King of the South or the Jay-Z of the South?
Out of respect, I don't think he's put out anything to justify him.
To justify it.
To justify
you
him.
You just respect him based off of everything he's already done.
But who could you put in that space?
Nobody
from the South.
I ain't got nobody.
A lot of people forget J. Cole from the South, from North Carolina, bro.
Right,
yeah,
but he don't rap Southern.
Yeah.
The time he spent in New York, you can really tell the influence
he went to college up there
on his music. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? As you react to who you hang around, so you're around a bunch of up north niggas, you start to.
My top 5 Cole there, but I still can't call Cole king of the South.
Okay, let's do current top 5.
Right now,
Drake gotta be one.
Hell, fucking no.
How the fuck is Drake not one?
What the fuck? Why?
I want you to try to explain to me. I didn't say this 100
Trap.
times.
I fuck with you. I'm a
numbers.
Fan. I follow your music.
Impact. Numbers. Impact.
The run, he's on a 10-year level run,
bro.
Run.
All that shit falls short with who wrote the run. That shit mattered to me.
The only it's because Quentin Miller came in for the. If you're reading this,
are you sure that's it though? It's kind of like the nigga snitched here, but did he snitch about anything else? That's my. That's how.
That's
I feel
when
about
he came in. But as you get bigger, you don't have the time. If you really think Drake got time to sit down and write a rap,
Cole write his records and them shit sound amazing.
Because
bro.
Cole's like a rapper.
Drake
was an actor first.
Drake
was an actor first.
Kendrick,
I think this music was something he liked to do and it took off.
Kendrick write his records.
But I don't think Kendrick is lyrical.
Oh my
I don't.
Bruh.
Who make better songs?
I
Who make better
don't.
songs?
Kendrick's flow is nice. Kendrick ain't saying no out the world shit to just make you be like, God damn, like.
No, he tell a story.
Sci-Hi is the best fucking rapper. If you just gonna talk bars, ain't no nigga nicer than Sci-Hi.
Do you think Drake
No, I
tells
give you
stories?
that. I give you Sci-Hi and I give you Big Crit. I give you Sci-Hi and I give you Big Crit. I give you that. Drake cannot be in a conversation with Sci-Hi, Crit, Cole, and Kendrick. He can't. He can't.
Maybe old Crit. I like the album. The album was alright.
Okay.
The album was alright.
I give you that.
I was like, maybe old Crit. I just think money satisfies your hunger.
I'm not gonna say that about Crit just yet, bro.
Money satisfies your hunger.
I can't. What you think about Jonah Lucas?
I like a couple of his records.
Really?
I
put him in that same bowl, bro.
I mean, he rapping.
I put him in the same. I can't put Drake in that bowl though. Drake can't.
But I like Wale, and a lot of niggas don't like Wale.
I just not got.
I like old Wale more.
Old Wale, yeah, a lot more old Wale. I think the MMG.
You and Shy pushed me.
I think the MMG alliance made him feel he had to rap a certain way.
No, he shouldn't.
I was when he was on the first album with Lady Gaga and shit. Like
when he got with MMG, his sound drastically changed.
Yeah,
and I like the motherfucker. We beefing folks. That flow, Wale, like that nigga's nice.
I had to go back. I didn't know anything about any of that.
Yeah,
like, I
Downtown, like that nigga had some bangers.
Until y'all started saying like the album about nothing, he made me go listen to that, and I went backwards from there, and I was like, okay, I'll give Wale.
He's nice, but I think he's trying to fit in. Yeah, like with MMG sound.
Who you were before that?
Exactly, like that's my thing.
Going back to that top 5, is Meek in your top 5 or the newer guys?
I don't think Meek's top 5.
Are you saying top 5 new niggas or top
we talking about
5
current
right now?
We talking current.
New guys, whatever. Top 5 right now.
Meek ain't in your top 5 current?
Let him get his shit off.
No.
How not? This is gonna be a whole nother hour.
Kendrick 2.
Kendrick not in there?
I said Kendrick 2. He's number 2.
Who's 1?
Oh, Kendrick.
Drake's 1. Kendrick's 2.
You ain't say Cold 3 Trap, man. You know how you meet your
I was getting ready to say Cold 3.
I'm finna say, bro, because you ain't say that. I was saying, you know how you meet somebody famous, you like, man,
Ye is no longer in the top 5.
Nah, he out.
He's out.
He shouldn't be in the top 5.
College Dropout to the second album.
Did he write it, bro? Did he write College Dropout?
He didn't.
Okay.
But I'm not big on who wrote it. I'm just not.
How are you not?
Because
you writing. I understand.
Because because
you gotta protect the bag.
An artist can make a song.
You'd rather this nigga do what he was getting ready to do, or would you rather him done what the collective came up with?
Don't put him in the conversation then.
And as a writer,
but if that's the case, then why you can't put Michael Jackson is the greatest? Because he didn't write that shit.
I say Prince is better than Michael Jackson.
Prince didn't write all his shit either.
I still say Prince better than Michael Jackson though. Still say
Mike
Prince
was
better
a
than Mike.
performer, bro.
But Prince could do everything Mike did.
I'm gonna tell you something right now that will run chills through your whole body. Go to the Super Bowl performance in the rain with them fucking high heels on that guitar, and when he gets to Purple Rain, when you hear that crowd singing with acapella, that shit sends chills through your body.
I feel you.
Got point.
That shit's Prince is a beast.
Yeah.
Hold on. So
Michael Jackson stood on the stage and didn't say shit for 10 minutes. And bitches fainting in the audience.
Time out. Trap, you ain't finna do this shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're not finna come on this show and compare Drake to fucking Prince. And I'm not
no, we talking about Michael Jackson.
Okay, can't do that either, man.
No. When he was saying Michael Jackson's a better performer, I was just saying Prince.
I thought you were saying like
when you take that
Super Bowl
performance
and put Drake in the conversation like
I'm not gonna elevate. I'm not gonna elevate Drake there.
Okay, boy, my heart skipped a half a beat.
Which
Billboard, like a Billboard all time. Artists in like music history, like Michael up there. I'm sick and I find it.
Is Drake up there?
Drake's like 11, bro. All the time. You got Elton John. You got the Beatles. He's like.
I think these lists. I don't think he should be on any list until he's done.
And the asterisk
until he's done, because he still got the opportunity to drop some trash. So that's.
I'm saying
Scorpion wasn't the best, bro.
But Trap, check me out.
But okay. Well, you give me this. If you take Scorpion and condense it down to 13 records, you can't tell me that shit'll be a hard ass.
I want to condense it down though. I want to take it as it is. You're right.
Just okay. Even if you say
Keys is talking about when I say that shit, he looking at Drake as far as like rapper. I'm talking about just artistry as an artist, like a Beatles.
I like the slow shit better right now. Once I put some context to it.
Slow
That
shit
slow
better
shit.
too.
I thought so. I'm drunk.
I didn't got
I'm
text.
heartbroken.
Hey, bro, what's that Drake?
I wanted to DM Drake and say, nigga, if you don't shoot a video for summer games and y'all motherfuckers do wedding
I
crashes.
don't like Summer Games is an arena song, bro. You play that shit in an arena. Bro.
Summer Games is a motherfucking #1 top
That's what I'm
200
saying.
record.
That's an
Never heard
arena
of Summer
song.
Games.
Yeah,
It's on-
like
it's on
that
the
is a
album.
big record.
That's for stadium music, bro. Like
That
you said, yeah.
that's larger than life.
Yeah, that's stadium music.
If that nigga shot a video and did that motherfucking wedding crashes theme in that video, man, that nigga be out of here.
Soundtrack music, bro.
Yeah.
That soundtrack.
It's on Scorpion.
It's like
Yeah.
number 2 on the B side. Yeah.
Pop is a motherfucker. It's top
Pop
40.
is
It's
shit.
top 40s like
Top
motherfucker.
40, like,
Summer
period.
Games straight. I don't want to play the song. I want to look at the song and see who actually wrote it.
Nigga, man.
That's what I want to do. I want to go listen to the guy that wrote it. Like with the
I feel like
Wiz
the
album.
nigga's back writing again because once you go through that kind of shit, you
fuck with The
pick your
Weeknd?
pen back. Oh, I love the weekend.
love The
I love more old weekend than new weekend. But
So you like all the old Drake shit there, right?
oh, nigga, that's what trust issues, nigga.
That's-
Drake's vulnerability is what put him vaulting him
Weeknd.
to
That's
the
what
top.
put him over a lot of
That's
niggas,
what
bro.
vaulted him to the top because every nigga done got dissed by a bitch they like.
Time out.
I don't give a fuck.
So
what
He
you say.
embraces it though.
So
And
you
he
can-
embraced
he
the fuck
embraces
out of that
that
shit.
shit.
Time out. So you can support that part of Drake, but not that part of Joe Budden.
I like when Joe rapping about bitches and
But
shit,
you don't
bro.
ever. You don't.
Joe's hardest shit was about bitches.
Like,
Hard as the new shit. I'm like, can seeing dump this nigga already if we get a fucking album, bro? I know that's fucked up.
I
to
love
say.
him and
if
sin.
saying break up that
I
nigga, it
love
could be
him
his
and
best
sin.
project.
That's
bro.
fucked
I
up. Like,
love
him
I,
and sin.
I want that project right there.
I love him and sin.
Because I didn't watch this whole.
I hope them
relationship.
motherfuckers make it. Like I
do,
really hope they
but
make it.
if they don't,
because
then-
she stabilized him. Joe
Yeah.
was goddamn a loose cannon.
That nigga was
She
wild.
stabilized the fuck out of
His
him.
whole LSL.
I like him more.
That's about a bitch.
It's for them.
But the,
Hell, she
number
don't
four
put it
is
down
hard.
like you. Like
Yeah,
nigga,
she done put it down.
nigga, that
She's
shit is
dope, too.
hard. Like
Castles was hard.
Yeah.
Joe got a catalog, but you
He
can't
do.
sit here and say
I just think Joe ain't in love with music no more.
I can't.
He's on
Because
his
he's
media
not
shit now.
heartbroken.
I don't even think it's because he's doing media. I just
He's
think
not
he
heartbroken.
realized.
He's
I just think he realized this shit is some fuck shit.
I want to get his heartbroken.
As an artist, that's what made me step away from it, man. When you get around motherfuckers who really can put you in position, and it's like they playing with you, or they. This is the thing. I could have had a bunch of deals, but everybody want 50% of my deal.
Oh wow.
I still owe the shit. Like I can't get if we get 500,000 and you finna take 250 out gate, I'm still gonna owe the 5. You see what I'm saying? I gotta recoup the 5.
I see what you're saying.
You take the 250 and go away. Like you know what I mean? I never see you again. You don't come in to help with this project. I still owe the 5.
still owe the 5.
So
500 bands.
to be real, I stepped away because I had spent about 3 years. I had just started having like kids again because we had 2 kids and we laid off for a while. I had kids again, so it's just like I want to be a dad, like because I was always gone. Like nigga, I'm got a show here, go show there. So I like really wanted to be a dad, like so. I
How
just
old are your children now? If you mind me asking.
13, 11, the youngest 2. I got 20-year-old and a 18-year-old.
Okay.
Yeah, I got started early.
Gotcha.
High school. Yeah, so
That
yeah,
nigga like, goddamn.
yeah. So I mean, I think like I just want to be a dad, like, cause you get out here, nigga. I almost done been killed out here, like with this music shit. Like this music shit is. Nigga,
fun.
the nigga Ox from Belly, nigga, pulled a pistol on us, nigga. At Big Cat Studios, like,
Shit.
like my nigga, a nigga that
He
was
rap,
with.
right?
He was doing the skits. Like he come in and do a skit, bumble club, ox, blah, 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 blah. So nigga, he bought a bitch with
The
him.
old black nigga, right?
Yeah, from Belly. Like nigga had a bitch with him, and like a nigga from my circle was like fucking with the bitch. The bitch was goddamn catching rhythm. She was fucking with the nigga. So the nigga come out, pulled a burnout.
Damn.
Yeah, that changed
My
your
nigga
life.
seen it before I seen it. He took off first, but the walls are slanted. So this nigga ran right into the wall. Straight out the door into the wall. I never forget this shit. Because I ended up in front of him because he ran straight into the fucking wall. Like, you know how the wall goddamn hit a slant?
Yeah.
That nigga went right to go straight into the wall. So as he hit the wall, I ran past him. This nigga pulled a burnout. And I'm talking about, I had one in a van. Like, we had been at Big Cat for 3 days. That met Rashida, Kirk, like, everything was cool. So, nigga, the second day we came in, we left the tools and shit in the car. Like, it's love here. So, but that little shit right there, that nigga pulled that burn
I
out.
was a funny nigga in Belly, bro.
He was. I ain't gonna
When
tell
he
you
stood
no
up,
lie,
started
boy.
flashing and
I was gonna book that nigga in Alabama and whack his ass. I had every intention of doing that shit, but I kid you not, nigga. He's still alive, nigga, so y'all can't fuck with me, federal people. But, nigga, I was gonna whack that nigga, man, because, like, that shit, nigga, that was real. Nigga,
Scary as
That was real. Like, yeah, I mean, because it's tight quarters, you know, studio booth. It ain't nothing but the booth outside the control room.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, that shit is tight. So,
He would have shot off. He could have ricocheted. Could did anything, bro.
Nigga. If that nigga wouldn't have hit the wall, nigga, I was going to be the nigga to catch it in the back. Like, nigga, my nigga hit the wall. I kept running. Like,
He ain't let nothing off. He just got down.
Nah, I didn't let nothing off. He just pulled out.
Over broad, though.
Over broad. You know what I mean? But
Shit, fuck that.
like I had got in every mix. Like, nigga, I hung out with BMF.
Damn, you been
Source Awards, nigga. Like, Meech used to vote this little nigga from Asheville named Ooey. Lil Ooey. He did music. And the niggas I was kicking it with, they were from Asheville. So they knew Ooey. Like, we down there, we in Mansion. Back then, you know what I mean? The way it was set up. The roof come off that bitch, so you can be looking right up at the sky. So anyway, VIPs is like 10 rooms in a circle. Nigga, you had Questlove on the tables in one room, Khaled in another room, so you could just go party to party. I remember a bitch running past us, screaming hysterically, "My ex-boyfriend Mike Tyson is here, I gotta get the fuck out of here." See Mike Tyson in here. This is when Ja Rule was at his height. Fab was over there with BMF. So my niggas from Asheville see Ooey from Asheville, do they little Asheville call, and that nigga, come on, we good. So nigga, we partying with these niggas, Rose and Club Over. These niggas bought so many bottles, the bottles is paid for. These niggas is mashed out. Nigga, we on South Beach, nigga carrying boxes of Hypnotic, Patron.
Niggas just left that shit.
Left it. Nigga, we carrying that shit back to our room. Nigga, I was so drunk, I fell asleep in the elevator. Like, I'm laying down, like, in the elevator. Like,
That's
fucked up.
Yeah, that's
Bought all that liquor back to South Carolina. Like, niggas left the liquor. So, like, it's just, like, seeing a lot of shit. Like, that's really why I don't be pushing for music like that. Like, because, nigga, I done had a pretty good little...
Good time.
Yeah, like, I done seen it done a
lot
of shit. And that's why I was saying I'm proud of y'all, because I supposed to been to the podcast. Man, Charlamagne put me on podcast 5 years ago. Like, and... I'm just a stubborn nigga, man. I'm a Virgo, so completion is the thing for me. Like, I still got some unfinished business with this music.